He knows that the kids need him. I can't tell you how many have come up and basically want to adopt him as their dad. A lot of them are missing those male role models in their lives, and he provides them that. And he can't be everyone's dad, but he can be and do the best he can within his position.
Ben has always gone above and beyond. He's the type of person that when you're going through something, he'll pull you aside and make sure you're okay. And hey, do you need anything?
The energy I get when he's around is just positive. He likes always smiling. He says oh, you're doing very good and stuff like that.
I feel like most of the time that no one's there for me to have my back or supportive to have my side. And the person I can always depend on is Officer Torres. I talk to him, he makes me feel better, and he just makes me self-motivated most of the day. He's like a second dad to me.
I met Officer Torres March of 2018 because I was actually jumped, and before anybody could even get there, like a principal or anybody, Officer Torres ran over and pulled me up off the ground and into the office.
Ben is the first one to spot somebody having a bad day over any one of us because he just knows them at that level. He can just see it, and it's just that his caring for them and just wanting them to be their best and do their best.
Several months ago, I got a phone call from a firefighter friend of mine. He mentioned that Ben had been in a really bad car accident and he had just left the scene. But I was so impressed with him because it really showed where his heart was. He was less concerned with his own injuries, and he was really concerned on the program and what was going to happen and making sure that, hey, I'm not going to be there next week, make sure that things taken care of. And I had to assure him that the program would be fine and that we'd make sure that we had his back and we were going to support it. But just to see that the concern in Ben's mind and in his heart, it was pretty powerful. And it just goes to show how dedicated he really is to this program.
Even though he was injured in a car accident, he's still coming here to say hi and making sure everyone's okay. That tells me that he does not give up, because someone like that, some people will just stop and you not hear about them until they come back. But he still comes here and says hi and makes sure we're all okay.
Whether he's sick, whether he's hurt or whatever, he's gonna make an appearance, or he's gonna make a phone call, or he's gonna try to be here. That consistency is important to the staff, it's important to the kids, because a lot of times they have such inconsistent lives. To have that one person that's just stable and that's there, and no matter what happens, he's gonna be there emotionally for them and physically for them. That brings a lot to the table.
They just want to know that someone really does care for them and that they are doing the right thing. A lot of these kids, all they hear is negative, negative, negative. What about the positive? What about when they're doing something good? They need to hear that. They need to hear that more than when they're doing something wrong. So I try to do that. I try to let them know every day you're doing something good. And if I have to point out something wrong, is I make sure I come back around and point out the good that they have done.
So when I say that Officer Torres is the heart and soul of the Public Safety Academy, I mean that he is the central piece to who we are at the PSA. When you get the kids feeling like they can do anything and that they can be anything, that's a really powerful thing for the culture of our program. And it gets everybody to make positive movements and positive changes and growth. And a lot of that comes from just his core belief that everybody can do good, that everybody can be better, that everybody can make good choices. And we all feel that all the time from him.